I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, my, what a squeaky clean gasket surface that is. But wait a minute. Didn't we close up these cases yesterday? And the answer is yes, we did. And we opened them today, and I'll tell you why. So if you've done this before, which I've only done a few times, what happens is this is the lower case, right? And the transmission, the shifter shaft is here, and there's another shaft that rides here, and the forks hang from those shafts. And when you marry these two, this flips over, and it comes over, and the transmission sits in here, and there are these little grooves in the transmission. And if everything is lined up just right, then the shift forks just slide right into place on those grooves, right? And so somebody yesterday was kind enough to comment about, I don't know, I forget what it was, but it was some reference to the shift forks and being bent, which is not uncommon. And I didn't check that very carefully. So I'm really sort of blowing my ending here, what went on. So when I went to put that case half on, I sort of had to shimmy it into place. And if everything is perfect and straight, you shouldn't have to. Everything should be nice and parallel, and the forks just drop right in. So I was literally lying awake last night thinking about this. So I came in this morning and I took it apart. And you can actually get the shift forks out, the two small ones, without taking it apart. But I just wanted to split it. So here are the shift forks. And I can't measure this and show it to you on camera because I need both hands. But basically, on this flat block, if that is flat and therefore parallel, then if these were straight, then these tips, which ride in those grooves on the gear, would be an equal distance from the flat block, and they are not. And one of the things that got me thinking about this is that one of these had some weird wear, and this one has it too. You can just see a little weird wear right there. There shouldn't be any wear. That shouldn't be touching anything. And it just was like, duh. And the reason it has that weird wear is because it's bent. So I have to replace these, which kind of sucks because, I get to stop my progress and hunt up some good shift forks. But hey, better now, because if these aren't right, then, these will be pressing against the transmission shafts, and that will just make it not shift really smoothly. And it just, things, when everything is in there just right and the transmission is good, these will shift really crisply and cleanly, and this would not. So, pretty much every one of these has some degree of bend. This one is less than a millimeter, but you can even see it's a little bit spread. So yeah, I should have been more careful, more thorough in the inspection. And for those of you that might do this yourselves, sometimes you could see it if it's really bad, but if you measure that distance as shown between some flat surface with this held flat, those tips should be equidistant from a parallel surface. And in this case, they are not. So I'm going to replace all these, which means I'm stopped for the moment on the engine because I can't really do much more with that without putting those shift forks in, and it'll no doubt take me a few days to scare that up. And the cylinder head is, of course, still at the machine shop because I haven't begged enough. And so I think we shall probably turn our focus back over to the chassis. I certainly have plenty I could do here. I can install the battery box, and there's a bunch of stuff that hangs off it for the electrical stuff, and I can install the coils and assemble the gauges, and there's plenty to do. So a little bit of a setback because I kind of wanted to just do the engine, but, stuff happens, and if I was more careful, I could have prevented it, but sometimes that's not what happens. So that's what's going on in Resto Land today. Hope you're up to something fun this Sunday. I'm going to just get this stuff organized and put away and cleaned up while I go scare up new shift forks, and we'll carry on with something else. So anyway, have a great day, and we'll be back to you soon.